Hip arthritis is no longer only the disease of older people. I see it every day for the last 30 years. There is more and more people with 40s and 30s that have hip problems. Today, millions of people around the world suffer from hip degeneration. Not only elderly people, but also people in their 40s, 50s, even younger. And the main reason is going to be poor nutrition, excess weight, lack of movement, chronic stress, long-term medication use. But one of the biggest problems I see every day in my practice is this. People ignore early symptoms and they treat the problem in the wrong way. And hip arthritis really starts suddenly. You really need remember this. If you have a hip problem does not come in couple months, maybe even couple years. Usually your problem starts 5-10 years before you even realize it. And this is the main reason you forget about it. You, of course, ignore the symptoms and you have chronic hip arthritis. Your hip joint is covered with cartilage. Cartilage is a strong flexibility tissue that protects bones from friction. It is smooth, it is elastic and well hydrated. Its main building blocks are collagen, water, and supportive molecules that keep it flexible. In hip arthritis, this cartilage slowly wears down. It dries out, it cracks, it loses elasticity. And the more cartilage deteriorates, the more pain, stiffness, and limited movement appear. Over the years, this process can lead directly to joint replacement surgery. And in today's video, I'm going to give you one by one reason, especially I'm going to give you a solution how you can remove all those problems in your hip arthritis, especially in the early stages, using most important vitamins for your hip. The most important vitamins for hip cartilage is vitamin C. If I had to name just one vitamin for the hip cartilage, it would be vitamin C. Vitamin C is essential for collagen production. Collagen is the main structural protein of the cartilage. Without enough vitamin C, the body cannot properly repair cartilage tissue. Even if everything else is correct. That's why daily intake is crucial. And recommended daily dose is minimum 1000 milligrams per day split into 2 doses. And always take it with the food. And this is always remember, I believe in my patients 1000 milligram is minimum for the chronic problems. Usually you will need maybe 2, 3, maybe 5,000, but that is what your medical professional needs to decide. Please remember this, vitamin C is crucial. Second vitamin is going to be vitamin D. More than 70% of people worldwide are deficient in vitamin D, and this is no small problem. Vitamin D is critical for the bones, joints, cartilage, and the muscle. Without it, those structures weaken faster. Sunlight is primarily source. Ideally, 30 to 60 minutes of the sun exposure daily. But modern life keeps most people indoors. If you don't get enough sun, vitamin D must come from the food or the supplements. Usually, that is also one of the main problems, but you have vitamin D deficiency, vitamin C deficiency, and much more. Of course, your food intake is unbelievably bad. You have poor diet, but also you buy those garbage supplements each day. You take them like vitamin D, vitamin C, but this is not good quality supplements. This is not going to help you. But most important thing is for you to remember, you really need food sources and you really need good organic quality supplements if you have hip arthritis, vitamin C, vitamin D, and the third one is going to be vitamin K, especially vitamin K2. Your body needs calcium to maintain bones and the joints, but calcium must be directed to the right place. Vitamin K2 activates protein that guides calcium into bones and the joints, not into soft tissues. And studies show that higher K2 intake may support bone density and reduce joint degeneration. Recommended daily dose is minimum 100 to 200 micrograms per day. And vitamin D and vitamin K2 always work best together. And through all my career for the last almost 30 years, I help patients with the hip arthritis in a safe, natural way with nutrition, natural remedies, and of course with the physical therapy and rehabilitation. But what also you need to remember, you need to take unbelievably good quality supplements with vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin K. But also you need to eat food. Food is the best source of those vitamins, and I'm going to give you perfect list that you need to remember. Write it somewhere down. Those lists have all those vitamins in perfect natural sources. Here is the food rich in nutrients that support cartilage and joint health. First is gonna be oranges, kiwi berries, red bell peppers, broccoli, spinach, kale, salmon, sardines, egg yolks, grass-fed beef, chicken, bone broth, avocado, olive oil, walnuts, almonds, fermented food, lentils, and the chickpeas are the best sources of those vitamins. Now you have two solutions. You have good quality food, you have the best information about supplements that you need to take each day, and this is going to be perfect. And those solution is really going to help you if you have not so serious problem with your hip arthritis. You only need to eat those food, and you need to take good, unbelievably good quality supplements. But what is one of the main reasons why you never get better is going to be chemical medication that you use each day. Why medication alone never stop with hip arthritis? Painkillers reduce pain, but they only silence the warning signal. Anti-inflammatory drugs reduce inflammation temporarily, often masking what is really happening inside the joint. They do not rebuild cartilage because no chemical drugs can create new connective tissue. They do not restore joint mechanics, muscle balance, or natural movement patterns. They do not stop degeneration, they only slow symptoms for the short time. Over the months and years, cartilage continues to wear down quietly in the background, and pain returns. Medication thus increases, while joint functions decreases. Without nutritional support, proper movement, and the long time lifestyle changes, hip arthritis continue to progress. And this is the path that everyone you take for the whole life. You don't realize it, that good quality life, nutrition, and natural remedies are perfect for you, and you rely only on chemical medication. I see it every single day. And you know what is going to happen? If you rely on your medication, I promise you 100% each month, each year you're going to be worse and worse and worse. If chemical medication works, if injection works, I've been doing this for the 30 years. But I don't do this at all, because I realized it almost 30 years ago that chemical medication and injection are not working properly. And right now I'm working with the patient all around the world with hip problems, and I'm going to give you two information at the end of the video. It doesn't matter in which country or world you are right now. If you have chronic problems with your hip arthritis, call my office, and I'm going to give you information and solution how I can help you with the phone consultations. This is going to be primarily for everyone around the world, or you can come to my office, and I will help you to get healthy again in the safe and natural way. This is for everyone who have hip problems more than 3 months, maybe a couple of years, and you don't know what to do it. Call my office, contact us, Viber, WhatsApp, whatever, and we will help you, because we do this every day with almost all country or the whole world. Second is crucial information for everyone who suffers from those hip problems, and you have maybe these problems for a couple of months. Those vitamins is going to be really helpful, and you don't need our medical information and our programs. You really need good quality organic minerals and vitamins that really can help you. And that's why I also urge you, call our office, and we'll give you information what are the best supplements in the world that we use in our patients every day with hip arthritis, and we will give you gladly those informations, how you can buy them and how to use them. I believe in today's video I'm helping you. This is my specialty and my viewers. Thank you for following me. God bless you. God bless your family.